the sky with your light. A million stories forever you write. A shaken world, we discover new meaning. Losing myself since we stopped breathing. A halo on the chosen. My oh my, how we have fallen.
Hello Pisces, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly tarot reading for the month of October 2016. The first card for you is representing your condition at present. Your card is the Ten of Wands. There is much stress. You are feeling very tired and exhausted by things coming into your life. You may feel that you have to bear heavy burdens and have high stress. You may find that you are carrying a heavier workload than ever. Be careful of health issues due to so much workload. For finance, though there is not much financial difficulty, but you will be tired of making money due to high expenses. For love, you may not have time for your lover due to your workload. If you are single and like someone, try to stay calm. Do not expect or demand much from the other at this time. Overall, you have reached the end of a cycle after a period of struggle. You are finally reaping your rewards after investing a lot of hard work and effort. You have fulfilled a creative venture, realized a dream or accomplished a major goal, and now must deal with the consequences of that fulfillment. However, the Ten of Wands suggests that even with the achievement of your goal, there comes with it great responsibilities and commitments. While you have reached a point of completion, you are becoming starkly aware that you must now carry on with the responsibilities you have laid out for yourself, in order to ensure ongoing success. The trouble is, however, that these responsibilities may become too much to bear and you are struggling to let go. It is a bit like the business owner who creates a flourishing business but who is unprepared to delegate some of her responsibilities to the staff, and ends up working 70-80 hours a week. The inspiration and creativity that was associated with the initial goal or vision rapidly disappears, and everything becomes hard work all too quickly. Thus, it is incredibly important to let go of or delegate some of your responsibilities in order to free you up to still enjoy life. The Ten of Wands serves as a reminder of how much we take on in our lives and all the extra burdens and responsibilities we weigh ourselves down with. We take on so much, trying to do all the things that need to be done. Thus, this card asks you to stop and examine your current lifestyle or work. Assess which activities or tasks are really urgent or really important, particularly in relation to your broader goals. You may need to employ various time management or prioritization methods in order to determine where best to spend your time and which tasks you can drop. Your goal needs to be greater efficiency, whilst also freeing yourself up for rest and relaxation when you need it. This card can also mean that you are being oppressed by outside sources. You are overworked, overtired and overstimulated. You have more on your plate than you can possibly handle and you have taken on too much at this point in time. In an effort to get to the finish line, you have found yourself overwhelmed with the extra responsibility and activity. You need to stop working so hard. If you cannot stop, Then conserve your energy and pace yourself. When you are overcommitted, everything becomes a strain. The second card for you is representing the immediate challenge or problem that you'll be facing. Your card is the Five of Swords. Be careful of getting into conflict with your senior. You may be blamed and disgraced. There will be something that makes you disgraced and ashamed. You should not be stubborn or hard-headed during this time, but keep calm and be patient. For work, you should listen to others' opinions instead of sticking to your opinions, as you may have conflicts with others. Be careful of spending money, as you may have unexpected expense and have cash flow issue. Also be careful of accident as well. On the other hand, you really just want this period of fighting to be over, so that you can forgive and forget, and then focus your energies on more constructive activities such as restoring your relationship back to normal. The conflict is becoming upsetting now, and you realize that there can only be losers in this battle. You now just want to put this behind you and move on. Thus, the Five of Swords suggests that you are now more open to change. The arguing is over and you are more willing to look at the situation with fresh eyes. You are willing to lay down your sword and begin negotiating, honestly trying to arrive at a win-win solution rather than always knocking heads. A return to the Four of Swords is required, where tranquility and peace drive your thoughts and behavior, moving away from tension and conflict. This is a good time to reach out to those with whom you have recently had conflict or disagreements, and make amends. The Five of Swords can sometimes indicate conflict in your life that you have tried to walk away from but which continues to follow you. For example, there may still be an ex in your life who is making things difficult and who may be preventing you from moving on to new relationships. So long as there is conflict, tension and raw emotion at play, avoid this person or situation. Similarly, the Five of Swords can suggest that an old wound has been reopened and you are experiencing fear and tension associated with that memory. You may be particularly worried that history might repeat itself or that you could be hurt again. Aim to forgive and forget so that you can indeed move on. There may also be some residual resentment following a recent or past argument with someone close to you. You have had some very challenging and heated conversations together and you still harbor some negative emotion from these discussions. This may still be unresolved and unaddressed, and this in itself is impacting your ability to create a harmonious relationship. The Five of Swords serves as a reminder that, at times, it may be appropriate to disregard the opinions of others. Sometimes you just cannot please everyone, and unfortunately there may be some friendships lost along the way. Sadly, not everyone is going to be as accommodating of your desire to pursue your own goals, particularly if it impacts on them and their ability to live their life the way they want to. What you will have to accept is that you cannot please everyone, and there are going to be people who are annoyed that you cannot be there for them as much as in the past. They will just need to deal with this and get over it, I'm afraid. The third card for you is representing your goal, aspiration or best outcome with regards to your situation. Your card is the Strength. You will gain more confidence in yourself, or you will be more self-centered and will not surrender to others. However, others may think that you are a stubborn one. For work, as you have too high confidence and do not know how to please others, your senior may not be kind to you. Thus, if you would like to obtain mercy from your senior, you should be more submissive and concessive. However, if you are really capable at work, you will certainly have some progress. For finance, be careful of luxury expenses, your health and the health of seniors in your family. For love, you may feel tired of relationship and should be patient to maintain it. This card also represents inner strength and the power of the human spirit to overcome any obstacle. The meaning of the Strength card is about knowing that you can endure life's obstacles by drawing upon your inner strength and confidence. You have great stamina and persistence, tempered by an underlying patience and inner calm. You are focused on what you need to do, and you go about it in a way that demonstrates great composure and maturity. The Strength card also reflects a compassionate approach. You are like the woman in this card who offers love and patience to the ferocious lion in order to be able to tame him. You give others space and you are tolerant of their needs. You are accepting and can easily forgive any imperfections. In doing this, you create a safe and trusting environment where you can then gently influence others. This demonstrates a level of soft control, persuading and coaxing others to your way of thinking. The qualities of Strength card are already in you, waiting to appear once you have mastered all your raw, foundational emotions and when you are ready to move on to the spiritual tasks that lie ahead. Its main lesson is that emotions must be transcended if spiritual wisdom and intuition are to be awakened. Your inner voice is often drowned out by the constant noise of emotion and preoccupation with fear. Only once you have eliminated these raw emotions can you begin to create the silence you need. So conquer your fears, control your impulses, and never lose patience with yourself or what you are doing. Eventually you will see the wisdom of letting go of your lower self. The Strength archetype teaches you that you have the strength to tame the beasts within yourself. Meditating on this card can assist your process of honoring and experiencing the inherent strength that is within your nature. The Strength card shows a balance of the aspects of you that are human, animal and divine. It may seem impossible, but love, kindness and a brave heart can bring them into balance. In a tarot reading, the appearance of the Strength card indicates a time when you need to be very conscious of your instinctual urges and reactions, and bring them into balance with the greater good and meaning in life. This is not a time to act out in rage or in hatred, but instead to look at the situation from a place of love and compassion. The Strength card represents a higher level of consciousness that allows you to take responsibility for yourself, so that you can master yourself and your world. The Strength card reminds us that inside each of us is a passionate and instinctual side that, depending on the person, will either burst out frequently or infrequently. If you are one of those people who acts impulsively or irrationally, and who blurts out angry comments or negative things to others, the Strength card calls on you to try to tame yourself. The woman in this card is calmly subduing the lion by offering peace, love, and warmth. You may need to do the same to prevent yourself from leaping out at others and saying some things you might later regret. The Strength also offers you the hope of connecting with both your inner and outer strength. It asks you to find the confidence within yourself to present yourself to the world as strong, assertive, and persevering. If you have been self-doubting, the Strength card gives you the confidence to fight those doubts. Additionally, if you are feeling worn out or stressed, Strength says to you, things are going to get better. You are going to find the strength within yourself and within others to keep going. You can be assured that you have enough endurance to see this task through to its eventual end. If you are pushing too hard, Strength shows the need to withdraw for the moment, and to be patient. Enlightenment will come only when the time is right, it cannot be rushed. With the Strength card, it is clear that strength and courage will be applied to all your endeavors. Results may be slow in coming, but you will hold your own, get a lot accomplished and summon up enough energy to do what it takes to get the job done. One way or another, you will be recognized or rewarded for your efforts. The fourth card for you is representing issues from the past that have led to your current situation. Your card is the King of Pentacles. you may have had more progress and security in your life. Overall, you may have felt satisfied at a certain level but not an ultimate one. For work, you may have got promoted or salary increase or been trusted by your senior at work. You may have taken more responsibilities which made you feel overload. If you have your own business, you may have expanded positively, had strong customer base, gained higher profit or got dividend from your asset investment. On the other hand, the King of Pentacles often indicates the final fulfillment of a creative task, business venture, or investment. Through diligence, responsibility and attention to detail you have achieved great things and can finally say that you have completed your task or attained your goal. You can now enjoy all that you have accomplished and the successes you have created. You have created a richness of life, not just financially but also spiritually, which will set you up very well for the future. Whenever you need the skills to manage your day-to-day affairs competently and efficiently, you can call upon the King of Pentacles. Work hard, methodically and conscientiously. Give generously of your time and resources, because by giving you often receive more, and making more money is something that all Kings of Pentacles love to do. This king is business-oriented and highly enterprising. He becomes thoroughly engaged in any activity that provides the ability to generate more wealth or more business. He is able to make any venture successful and can find a business opportunity almost anywhere. He can take an idea and make it work financially. He is a natural-born manager, as opposed to a leader, which is more representative in the King of Wands, and business person. The King of Pentacles indicates that a methodical, planned and well-thought-out approach will lead you to success. Many consider the King of Pentacles to be dull and unimaginative, but this is a likely consequence of his preference to do things in the most tried and tested way. You have experimented in the past with what works best and have landed on your own methods and practices that you know will continue to work for you in the future. So, you continue down this path rather than trying new ways of doing things. You know that you have reached the height of achievement and you do not need to take any more risks. The King of Pentacles also calls on you to be pragmatic and to stay informed on practical matters. You need to get down to the basics and use your problem-solving ability to get to a solution. You also need to be able to leverage your various skills and resources in order to create success. This king can also play the political game well, interacting comfortably with everyone, no matter what his or her status. The King of Pentacles reminds you to remember that appreciating the sensual, luxurious side to life often makes life more pleasurable. As such, this king is about quality over quantity, and learning to enjoy a full and joyful life. He is not afraid to spend money when appropriate so that he can generate much joy and benefit from life. The fifth card for you is representing your subconscious realm, the underlying feelings and trends associated with your current situation. Your card is the Justice. For work, you may be tired of handling trifling things every day. Be careful of working too hard and getting sick. If you have your own business, you may not be satisfied with your subordinates. However, they can do tasks that need deliberation. Thus, try not to find fault with them too much as it will make them feel embarrassed. For love, if you have a lover, you should spend more time together to avoid any problems. The Justice also represents a conscious awareness that your decisions and actions have long-term consequences and your present and future circumstances are most likely a result of these decisions and actions. At the same time, Justice shows that your actions in the future can be changed by a lesson learned in the present situation. You cannot become honest without extending that honesty to yourself and others. Justice reflects the search for truth. You need to know and speak the truth and perceive it in the words and deeds of others. Be fair and just with all, and you will soon be able to detect dishonesty in yourself and others. Learn the rules that govern what you are involved with. This is a time to remain objective and to base your judgment on fact and not on heresy. There is a need to be fair and just when you see the Justice card in a reading. When everyone is playing fair and adhering to the rules, a positive outcome will be achieved. However, you need everyone to be on the same page for this to occur. It is no good if there is someone who is going against the grain or trying to stir things up. The Justice card also indicates a time when decision-making is required. Something in your life needs attention, mediation or a solution. Look to the two cards lying on either side of the Justice card to understand what it is that you are weighing up in your decision-making. As you contemplate your decision, are you the person to pass judgment, or is your role to accept the decision that is made? How can you remain as objective as possible, whilst searching for the truth of the matter? It is an important time for your inner umpire, that is your conscience, to make the right decision. Balanced judgment exists. Justice often refers to legal matters of all kinds. The courts are where judgments are made and decisions rendered. The legal system is the official arena in which the principles of justice, fairness, impartiality and the quest for truth are explored. If you see the Justice card in a reading where there are legal matters at hand, expect the outcome to be just and fair. You are also likely to be dealing with legal contracts, such as a marriage license, divorce decree, business contract, financial arrangement or litigation. Where you are the person demanding justice, know that justice will be served and lawsuits won. Of course, if you have acted in a deceptive way or have not spoken the truth, be aware that justice will still prevail and you will need to take responsibility for your actions. The sixth card for you is representing your immediate future. Your card is the Six of Wands. The problems will be resolved. The situation will gradually get better. If you are working in a government sector or state enterprise, you will be quite satisfied with your job. For work, your job is stable and you will have much free time. This card indicates that you have harnessed your strengths and talents in order to bring about a successful outcome in your endeavors. You have managed to get through the confusion of the Five of Wands, minimizing your distractions, focusing on the task at hand. You have overcome the challenges along the way, and now you are focusing your energies on the one goal that will lead to your success. This is your time to shine and to come out on top. The Six of Wands is such positive encouragement to believe in who you are and your accomplishments so far. Have faith in what you have personally achieved and how this will be received by others. Do not let fear or guilt stand in the way of your success. You ought to feel proud of what you have achieved and not afraid to hold your head up high and feel worthy of others' attention. The Six of Wands focused on creating success and building your personal brand and reputation. You want to be successful at what you do, but at the same time, you want to ensure that others know about it and give you the recognition you deserve. You may need to promote yourself more frequently by sharing your success stories with others and encouraging them to follow a similar journey. If you do not already, you will soon have some great success stories to share within your personal networks. You may even be interested in applying for awards or scholarships in order to build your brand and receive public recognition. The downside to the Six of Wands is that it can also bring self-importance, arrogance and egotistical behaviors. With victory you may come to think that nobody can be better than you and you end up with an inflated ego and a big head. If you take on this attitude, someone is likely to want to take you down and criticize you, bringing disappointment and potential disrepute later on. If empowered by the energy of the Six of Wands, keep in mind how you would feel if someone made you feel inferior or put you down. Rein in your ego and make your victory all the sweeter. The seventh card for you is representing the advice for you or what approach can be taken to address your current challenges. Your card is the Page of Wands. You may find that problems at this time are small but annoy you greater than expected. For work, be careful of making mistake in details, especially regarding unexpected small points. Though it is not a big problem, but you should not be careless. However, during this time, you should be more careful before making decision and solving problems. Your bad points are that you are too hot-tempered and have short concentration span. Thus, you should keep cool and be more careful in order to better handling things. The appearance of the Page of Wands indicates that you are experiencing a creative restlessness within you that is just waiting for some sort of expression, or you may be on the verge of some sort of discovery or new phase of life. The Page of Wands represents the sudden creative spark that comes to you, suddenly and unexpectedly, and that starts you down the road of a new creative vision. Thus, he encourages you to express yourself and your individuality with light-hearted abandon. Listen to your unconscious mind and follow your creative urges, even if you are worried about being the lonely voice crying out in the wilderness. With persistence and a balanced perspective, even the immature desires of the Page of Wands can be transformed into a beautiful creative vision that can change the world. Similarly, the Page of Wands indicates that you need to be positive and spontaneous but not overly impulsive. Your enthusiasm impresses others, but if you become impatient or quick to anger or lose interest, you will put others offside and you will waste time in your creative projects. With the Page of Wands, you are inclined to give anything and everything a go. If you are enthusiastic or passionate enough, you embrace the opportunity to start out on a new journey or project and see where it takes you. You do not necessarily have a solid plan in place, nor do you really know where you are headed, but you do know that you are excited about the possibilities. You are enjoying being busy and involved in various activities and projects. You like the freedom of being able to choose what you will work on today, and hopefully it is different from what you worked on the day before. Oftentimes, the Page of Wands is a messenger, bringing you inspiring or unexpected news, new information, or a welcome surprise. It may be the birth of a child, a new and inspiring idea that a friend has, or a new opportunity for you to be involved in to change the world, such as a community project. His news is nearly always positive and welcomed because it is often associated with change and creation. The Page of Wands may also represent someone you know or who is about to enter your life. He is a trusted friend who is devoted to your interests and will do everything he can to help you. His intentions will be honorable and genuine. He is here in your life to spark change, to help you see the world from a new perspective and to guide you towards a new approach. While you may look to this page as an immature or childlike presence, he actually has a lot to offer you if you open yourself up to the possibilities that he shares with you. The eighth card for you is representing the external influences that can be the people, energies, or events which will affect the outcome of your situation and are beyond your control. Your card is the Ace of Pentacles. You may receive presents from your colleagues or people in your society. During this time, you are less stressed and people around you do not cause troubles to you. You may coordinate with people around you and positively develop your relationship with them. If you have any problems at this time, they will certainly be ready to help you, or at least provide you some good advices to relieve your stress. You may unexpectedly receive financial good luck from people around you, You may initiate new ideas at work which will be appreciated and accepted by your colleagues. This card also indicates the beginning of new energy and revitalized interest in the material or financial areas of your life. This card may represent the beginning of new investments or the willingness to undertake a new business venture. There is also the possible indication of a legacy or influx of money from an unexpected source. The Ace of Pentacles heralds a feeling of prosperity and abundance and should be accepted joyfully. It is a very positive card in general. The Ace of Pentacles is symbolic of wealth, not just in the financial sense but also in a more holistic sense. You may see new opportunities come your way to generate a new source of income, or you may be lucky enough to receive a financial gift or windfall. On a broader level, this ace indicates abundance in all areas of your life and a general feeling that you are indeed blessed and deserving of everything that comes your way. Operate by the law of attraction, and send out positive energy into the universe so that you may receive abundance in return. The Ace of Pentacles is about manifestation of your goals, and that you are moving into a more positive state of mind about what you are capable of achieving. Your ideas are ready to be turned into something tangible. Figure out what will work and make it a reality. Thus, the Ace of Pentacles sees you starting to map out how exactly you will achieve your goals, by creating targeted action plans and getting those actions underway. There are opportunities that are becoming available to you that will help you to manifest your goals and realize your inner potential, whilst at the same time generate some level of income and financial support. You are beginning to see that the world is indeed your oyster and that through careful planning, you can manifest your true goals and desires. The Ace of Pentacles can suggest that we need to introduce something new into the equation, rather than let things remain as they are, and hope they work themselves out. The Ace of Pentacles suggests you throw something new into the mix. Consider something that is out of character or something you might not ordinarily do, or get around to doing. For instance, you might consider joining a club, taking a class to learn new skills, or maybe even picking up a couple of books to learn how to build a new business. The ninth card for you is representing your hopes, wishes, dreams and fears. Your card is the Knight of Pentacles. At this time, you may hesitate or feel uncertain about things in your life. You may worry about your finance. However, you should be more careful in doing things at this time as it may affect many things. For work, you may get bored and worried about your progress. However, you had better not overthink as, actually, you are capable of learning new things. As a part of yourself, the Knight of Pentacles suggests that you need to be trustworthy, reliable and a good provider. You need to follow a routine to ensure that an important task or job is completed from start to finish at the standard expected. You are in implementation mode and are committed to getting the job done, even if it requires hard work along the way. You are also fiercely loyal and prepared to do whatever it takes to ensure the job gets done. There is a certain element of perfectionism associated with the Knight of Pentacles. You are meticulous in your approach and you make sure that everything is planned and executed down to the finest detail to create overall success. You will never leave a job half done. It is essential to you that you complete all assigned tasks and projects to a certain standard and that you follow through on your promises. If you are dependent on the efforts of someone else to help you accomplish a goal in life, they will prove trustworthy and reliable. They are as committed to your goal as you are and they are very conscientious and committed in their work. For example, you may have employed the help of a house cleaner who consistently does a great job, or a virtual assistant who is dedicated to assisting you with every task you throw their way. This is someone who wants to do a great job and is not afraid of hard work in order to meet your expectations. As an event, the Knight of Pentacles often shows a time when you will have to assume responsibility and take charge of a situation. You may be assigned a project or given a task to do, and you will have to commit your time to see that project through to the end successfully. With the Knight of Pentacles, you will be required to accept responsibility without any complaints or grudges. Sometimes, the Knight of Pentacles points to the more mundane elements of life. It represents routine, day-to-day activities, and general hard work that can sometimes be a slog. It indicates a conservative approach that is risk-averse and very safe. This card also asks you to continue doing what you are doing, plodding along and making gradual progress. There is also no need to change your approach, just more of the same. Go with the flow, stick with your usual routines, and over time, you will reach your goals. Similarly, the Knight of Pentacles suggests that you are taking a very moderated and conservative approach to life right now, and while you may be feeling that change is imminent, you are sticking to your tried and tested ways of doing things. You have established that you need routine and careful planning if you are to achieve your goals. It may not necessarily be a very interesting or exciting period, but at least you know you are on the right path to achieving your goals. Even if you are growing weary and tempted to quit, this Knight beckons you to keep at it, keep grinding away at it, and you will eventually see success. Keep your promises and stay true to your commitments. Conversely, if a situation has been stagnant for some time, you might see this Knight as a suggestion that you are being a bit stubborn and could do with a compromise. At times, this Knight can become too narrow-minded when he is fixated on his own stuff and is hard-headed, obstinate and resistant to change. The last card for you is representing the outcome. Your card is the Chariot. Overall, you will be tired of the situations around. You will feel like you are carrying a heavy burden and have a lot of stress. For any competition such as academic test, career test, or even competition in love, you will have a chance to win, but you have to put your very best effort to achieve it. For work, you are suitable with a job that requires traveling. As the Chariot card indicates, traveling abroad or traveling to upcountry for business purpose as well. For finance, you will have to control your expense properly, as you may have unexpected expenses. If you are falling in love with someone, you may have a competitor. You will have to try harder to win his or her heart. If you have a lover, try to control your emotions, as you may easily get into a dispute. Overall, this card represents conquest, victory and overcoming opposition through your confidence and control. Any success will be a result of applying these factors to the situation. You will need to use the strength of your willpower to overcome any obstacles or challenges in your way. You may even find that by leveraging any opposing forces surrounding you at this time, you can use them to your advantage. You must be determined, self-disciplined, and hard-working. If you are, you will triumph over any difficulties or anyone who is trying to limit you. This struggle will ultimately make you stronger. You will be successful at pursuing your goals, so long as you maintain focus, determination and confidence in your abilities. You need to focus completely on the task at hand, get in the race and win it. You have to dominate and beat the competition. You must cultivate the ability to withstand the rigors of what is required. In fact, striving towards your goal can be as satisfying as attaining it. This is a time to be strong and in control. You must also draw upon your willpower and self-discipline. You may be wondering if you should pursue a plan or continue a project, but you will be driven to do so, and your perplexing dilemma will be resolved for the time being. The Chariot requires you to assert yourself and be bold. You may need to look after yourself at this time and be confident in expressing your needs and wants, otherwise you will not get your way. You need to have faith in yourself and know fundamentally who you are and what you stand for, thus building off the personal belief systems and values established through the Lovers card. Sometimes, the Chariot asks you to come to terms with your own aggressive impulses. Aggression is part of human nature, part of your innate survival mechanism. Aggression cannot be simply suppressed. To do so will only turn it inward on yourself, leaving it to manifest itself in the form of physical illness. Aggression can be very destructive, but it is also a powerful energy that can be channeled creatively. This is a time when you need to be the master of your emotions and curb any impulses or anger. You need to show who is the boss and achieve control of the situation, but this will also require you to be in control of yourself. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Balance. The angels are cautioning against making impulsive decisions or moves right now. Instead, take the path of moderation and balance in this situation. You'll experience better results by re-evaluating your current situation and changing your approach. If you acted impulsively in the past, you can heal and rectify things. And if you're considering making dramatic life changes, then this card asks you to approach those changes slowly and methodically. This card asks you to work cooperatively with others, and to see things from their point of view. Compassion and kindness are keys to successfully manifesting your dreams. Forgiveness also brings healing, which allows for new beginnings. Additional meanings of this card: keeping a moderate pace, cooperation and blended ideas, self-restraint, finding the balance between action and contemplation, waiting for better timing. Archangel Zadkiel helps you remember who you are in terms of your true spiritual heritage as a child of God. Call upon Zadkiel to increase your self-esteem and feelings of self-worth and deservingness.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.